Hello, everybody. Welcome to Botanical University Challenge 2025. My name's Jonathan Mitchley and otherwise known as Dr. M. John.
And good afternoon and welcome from myself. I'm John Warren in Aberystwyth, in a wood somewhere near Aberystwyth. Welcome to Book 2025.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Botanical University
And I
Challenge
think the numbers
2025.
speak for
My name's
themselves.
Jonathan Mitchley and otherwise known as
We
Dr.
have
M. 31
and
teams.
good
I'll
afternoon and
repeat that.
welcome from
A
myself.
record
I'm John
31
Warren in
teams
Aberystwyth,
competing,
in a wood
more than
somewhere
130
near
students
Aberystwyth.
from
Welcome to
across
Book
Britain and Ireland.
2025.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Botanical
All ready
University
to
Challenge
go. So
2025. I'm going to move through a few introduction slides, but just admire this slide here and all the logos of the 31 institutes taking part. You will see some QR codes. You can download play along sheets. I'll show you that in a moment, and you can watch the live stream, and I'm guessing you're doing that. So yeah, you can download the play along sheets if you wish, and join in the fun. I want to have a bit of a stop press here because yesterday we published an article, the Botanical University Challenge planning team and a number of other authors from across Europe published a paper about Botanical University Challenge in Plants, People, Planet. We've already had some impact and some sharing of this in various botanical and other groups. So we're very delighted to be able to spread the word about our Botanical University Challenge through this publication. This is the format approximate schedule for today, and I'm going to ask John just to go through the detail.
Right, well, hopefully the teams have got a good idea what they're about to sort of experience. But for those watching on YouTube, let me run through what we've got in store for our teams this year in Botanical University Challenge. This afternoon, it's round one. We've got 5 rounds of questions. Each round, there will be 10 questions, and those will be divided into 2 sets of 5 on different themes. They're all multi-choice, and each question will just have one correct right answer out of 5. It will be the same in round two, and it will be the same in the quarterfinal in 3 weeks' time. So we've got 31 teams today, and we need to get down at the end of the online rounds to the 4 finalists who are going to meet for the semi-finals and the finals, which will be held live in the University of Cambridge at the end of August. So anybody taking part today will be invited along to those the semi-finals and the finals in Cambridge, as well as the Student Festival of Botany. So to get through there, you've got to avoid the drop today. So we will be losing 11 teams, the bottom 11 teams today, the bottom 12 teams next week. There will be no tie break. So if you're on equal number of points and 11th and 12th, then you'll carry through to the week after. But in 3 weeks' time, we really do need to get down to the final 4 teams. They're going to be meeting head to head live. So all the next 3 weeks are exactly the same format. There will be 5 rounds of 10 questions with 2 themes. Apart from each time, there will be a set of 10 potluck questions, plant potluck questions, in which any botanical topic can be covered. And I think you know that the first ones today, the first round, you're going to be getting ecology and ethnobotany, because you've seen that, because the questions are already sort of waiting for you. And then that's going to be followed by a plant potluck. And then who knows what's in store for you for the rest of the afternoon. You'll have 30 seconds to answer for the first few rounds. And then as the competition gets more intense, we're going to reduce that time. So you'll only have 20 seconds to get your answer in. So don't be caught out by the clock. The clock will be on there ticking down. Don't miss out on the opportunity to even guess. Make sure you get an answer in. Right, folks, I hope you're ready for this. Back to Jonathan.
Thanks very much, John. Really exciting. Okay, so I'm going to just got a few slides here to show the prizes that were on offer for this contest. And all the student participants, as John said, get an invite to the third Student Botany Festival held at Cambridge University Botanic Garden. And we've got a team led by Rafi there, who are organising the third Student Botany Festival. So that will start on the 20th of August with the semi-finals and finals, live streamed again. And then we'll have 2 days of activities, a careers exhibition and skills workshops. And we know from last year, and some of the contestants this time round attended the second festival, which was held at the University of Oxford. And they'll know what an amazing, even life-changing activity these festivals can be. And we're holding it at the University of Cambridge because Cambridge were the winners last year. Other prizes, the Field Studies Council have been generous for every year, offering identification sheets and cards and booklets, and these are offered to all the students who get beyond the first round, and the number of these increases for the teams that go through the subsequent rounds. The Botanical Society of Britain and Ireland is a great supporter of Botanical University Challenge, and they're offering 1 year's free paperless membership for all the quarterfinalists and onwards, semi-finalists and finalists. So we're grateful both to the Field Studies Council and to BSBI for their generosity and their support. The magnificent trophy that the teams are competing for was created a couple of years back. It's currently held by the Cambridge team, and there they are. It's a beautiful piece, and you could look at the website. I think there's some details of it there. It reflects the different timber species that you find in an oak woodland. Very beautifully handcrafted, and as I say, currently in possession of the Cambridge team. The next few weeks and then into August will decide who are going to be the eventual champions, who will take this into their possession for the next year. One of the great features of this competition, and there are many great features, are the team names that the students come up with, and you'll see as we go through this, you'll see the teams. And if you saw the live stream earlier, you would have seen a rotation of the team slides. So there's a range of different team names. You can see them if you follow the QR code, and you can make your selection of your top 3 favorites. And the deadline for this is the end of this month. So at the end of these online rounds, we will announce the winners in August at the finals. So please take part in our Botanical University Challenge team name competition. So now we're going to do a quick run through our 31 fantastic teams, and this map I think says it all, that the geographical reach and indeed the international reach into Ireland of Botanical University Challenge is really quite astounding. We started this back in 2016, and we've just seen growth of interest and enthusiasm from students. So we know that our students really understand plants. They get plants, the importance, the beauty, the fascination of plants. And this is a map that shows the spread of teams, and the logos on the right-hand side are the teams competing today. So I'll stop sharing. Is that right, Jonathan? And then we will see our teams. Welcome, Pain in the Grass. I'm a poesy addict, so I love that name. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Reading. I'm here in a different room. Welcome. We should have said actually. So University of Reading were a semi-finalist last year. We should have said to University of York that they were the runners-up last year. So welcome York, runners up, and welcome Reading, who were semi-finalists last year. Yeah, just down the road from John. Welcome, Aberystwyth.
Brifysgol Aberystwyth. Welcome. HL have been with us right from the start. It's always good to see them back.
Absolutely, yeah. The two teams that have been in every time are Reading and Edge Hill. So welcome Edge Hill, and Edge Hill also, and some other teams, but features a team of undergraduates, just undergraduates. Whereas, of course, masters and PhD students are welcome, but Edge Hill has always featured a team of undergrads. So we welcome you. Leguminati, lovely name. Don't want to influence the competition, but welcome. Lovely to see you.
Lovely name and a lovely place.
Welcome, Mary Stems. Welcome, Durham. Welcome.
Our second team from Edinburgh of the day. Wonder if they know each other and there's local rivalry involved.
Absolutely. I love the name This'll Be Fun, because for sure it will be fun.
We really are getting around the country with this jumps, aren't we?
Absolutely, as the map showed. Yeah, welcome Plymouth. Botanists of the Barbican.
Yeah, good to see you up in Aberdeen. They must be our most northerly team, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and have played many years with us. Yeah, welcome Aberdeen. Tax on, tax off. Why not?
There we are. There's Royal Holliesways.
Royal Hollowways is a brand new team. We've got 6 brand new teams this year. Royal Holloway is one of them. Welcome. You're very welcome.
I don't want to be biased, but that's where my daughter did a PhD.
Talking of rivals, 2 teams from Dublin. Welcome Trinity. Yeah, I'm sure absolutely no rivalry whatsoever. Welcome University College Dublin. Welcome.
And of course, we have a chair from Trinity for the quarterfinals, don't we?
We do. Hello, Eden. Welcome from down Cornwall. And we've had an Eden team for quite a few years, so you're welcome, very welcome again, and finalist one of the years, as I recall. Fantastic to have Belfast in for the first time, so welcome Belfast, welcome Queen's University Belfast. Good luck.
So University of Oxford, winners 2 years ago now.
Exactly. Yeah, welcome.
Okay, another team that have got a long tradition of being from the start of. In fact, that's where we started all those years ago.
You're absolutely right. My bad earlier. Yes, Q have been in, perhaps not every year, but certainly they were in the semi-finals, finals last year. Welcome.
Queen Mary. Is it first time for Queen Mary?
First time for Queen Mary, University of London.
Welcome,
the tremendous team.
Yeah, great name. Harper Hemlocks.
The Harper Hemlocks again. Welcome back. You joined us, I think, for the first time last year, if I remember rightly, but you're very welcome. Welcome, Harper Adams.
Where's Imperial?
Hello, Imperial.
Yeah,
Lovely to see you again.
yeah, but raring to go.
Yeah,
luck.
and Foceratops. Lovely for our fights. Hello, Nottingham. You were the location of our first Student Botany Festival a couple of years back, so you're very
After
welcome.
winning the year before, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
No, past winners.
Past winners.
Can you do it again?
Another brand new team, University of Salford, Vine and Dandy. You are very, very welcome.
That's a good name, isn't it? I like Vine and Dandy. That could get a lot of votes.
Yeah, I'm actually getting in real time a notification, and there are a number of entries already to the team name competition, so that's great.
Dundee. Do you think they're as smelly as their name?
The jury and delegates. I'm sure they're going for it. Welcome, Dundee. Lovely botanic garden there.
Oxford Brooks.
Yeah, second Oxford team.
No rivalry at all in Oxford.
None whatsoever. The names are very close. We've got Oxford Brooks with Oxford Ragworts, and we've got Oxford University with Oxford Radworts. So there we go. Let's see what happens.
There we go. University of Bristol.
Yeah.
Interesting place. Nice to see some plants in the background.
Absolutely, yes. Welcome back. We've got plant sciences at the University of Bristol. The Sativa Divas, I guess is how we should say it. Welcome, welcome. Anglia Ruskin, first things first, Amaryllis. Good to have you back. Welcome, welcome. Now, the first-time team, you're very welcome, Leeds. Manton Minions, Irene Manton.
All right, yeah, nice to see you. I think she's paid him 1 or 2 questions over the years.
She has. Who knows, maybe today. Thank you, Leeds on Cambridge. Okay, last year's champions, holder of the trophy.
No pressure there, Cambridge.
None whatsoever. Have a great time. And we should have said see you in August in Cambridge at the festival.
So we go, Ulsko Nagoljeva. Good to see you.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm external at Galway, so I have a
place
in my heart for Galway. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be there in May. See you in May. Oh, hello, Sheffield, our 6th brand new team. We've been wanting a team from Sheffield for a while. Lots of historic plant ecology and other research there. So welcome, Sheffield.
I couldn't possibly favour a South Yorkshire team, could I? Not at all. Welcome, good luck.
Fantastic. And that completes our 31 fantastic teams. Lovely to see you all. We're not far now from kicking off this year's challenge, and I'm going to ask John now to introduce the chair for today. So that's all from me for now.
Right, well, I think we're just about ready to kick off. We're going to invite Chris, who's our chair today, to say a few words about why he finds plants so fascinating and wonderful things. But we are really lucky to have Chris Dixon with us this afternoon. It's nice to have somebody who's not got a finger in any of the teams. So he's completely neutral. He's sat there, you can see, at the Natural History Museum, where the man is curator of the Herbarium of Britain and Ireland. But I think, having said that, this is probably his most pressing engagement of the year, if you'll sort of forgive the dreadful pun. So over to Chris, and let's get on with the competition. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you very much, John. Yes, indeed. My name is Chris Dixon. I'm Senior Curator of the British and Irish Herbarium here at the Natural History Museum. But at the moment, I'm sitting in front of Sir Hans Sloane's personal herbarium, these 300 volumes or so, with the foundational bequest of the Natural History Museum, and his collections also founded the British Museum and the British Library. So he was a very rich man who gave an awful lot to the country. I have to admit, I'm not originally a botanist. I was originally a zoologist until I found a PhD that I fancied doing, which involved traveling to the Alps and studying plants there. So that's where I learnt all my botany. So if I pronounce scientific names with a German accent, you will know why. Okay, so I'm happy to now officially start the Botanical University Challenge of 2025 with round one, please. Okay, so number 2, question 1. Cymboleria muralis, ivy-leaved toadflax, is a lithophyte. Where might you expect to find it growing? Would that be A, on a wall, B, on another plant, C, in a bog, D, at the seaside?
Hi, sorry, we can't see this. Try to put it
We've not been able to access the question either. We're Reading.
Okay, we'll take a pause while the Okay, so we'll give a little bit more time for everyone's answer to come in.
We actually appear to have more teams entered than we've got in the competition. We've got 33 teams, so it looks like. Okay.
Okay, just waiting for one more team, I think, to submit an answer. Well done. I think we can move on. Very good. Question 2. Seeds of Entada gigas, commonly known as Coeur de la Mer or sea heart, frequently wash up on the west coast of Ireland and the UK. But what plant family are they in? Is it Brassicaceae, Fabaceae, Malvaceae, Rosaceae, or Fagaceae? Ten seconds remaining. Question 3. How do ectomycorrhizal fungi differ from other mycorrhiza? A, they are never found in heathlands. B, they never produce toadstools. C, they are never parasitic. D, they can be isolated from flowers. Or E, they never enter their host's cells. Ten seconds to go. Question 4. Which of the following is a recognized ecological theory? Your options are TNT theory, CAR theory, TCP theory, CSR theory, or LNER theory. Ten seconds to go. Question 5. Where might you expect to find Rhizophora mangle and Avicennia germinans? Will it be in a mangrove forest, in a desert, in the canopy of a tropical rainforest, underground, or in tundra? Ten seconds left. Question 6. Several plants of the genus Xanthoxylum are used as a spice and medicinally in China. When eaten, they produce a tingling, numbing effect. What are they called in English? Is it Beijing chili, Sichuan pepper, Shanghai spice, Hong Kong sage, or Taiwan cloves? Ten seconds. Question 7. The soft drink root beer was traditionally flavored with the roots of which plant? Garcinia cola, Taraxacum officinale, Arctium lapa, Sassafras albidum, or Erythroxylum coca? Ten more seconds. Next. Leoptamica is a close relative of yarrow. By what common name is it known? Is it coughwort, hiccupwort, sneezewort, fartwort, or burpwort? Ten seconds. Question 9. Henbane, Hyoscyamus niger, is a member of the Solanaceae. But what is the meaning of the word bane? Is it poisonous, hallucinogenic, aphrodisiac, diuretic, or sleep-causing? Ten seconds to go. Which of these chemicals is not found in nettle stings? Histamine, serotonin, acetylcholine, salicylic acid, or formic acid? Ten seconds to go. And that's the end of round 1. Some interesting questions there. And while we wait for the backroom staff to toss up the points,
How would you have got on there, Chris?
I wouldn't have got full marks, I can tell you that much. There's some of those that I thought were easy. There were some that I thought were very difficult. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the teams cope with those.
Be interesting to see the ones that you thought were hard are the ones that they find were hard, because
Yes.
we'll not know how each individual team's done, but we'll see how they've done overall on each question. Hopefully, we can get the chance to sort of talk to some of the teams and see how they found it as well. Or are we going to be ready to look at the correct answers shortly?
So time to go through the correct answers.
That's just the holding question. Anybody watch the young ones?
So Cymbalarium muralis is a lithophyte.
Oh, that was a nice easy one to start.
Goes on a wall.
Everybody got it right.
Question 2 is a sea bean. So yes, that's in the Fabaceae bean family.
More of a spread on that one, but still most people getting it right.
And almost everyone getting this one as well. Ectomycorrhizal, ecto being a Greek root from outside. So yes, they don't enter their host cells. Very good. This is one that might have tripped me up. Yes, CSR theory is a real ecological theory. Not as many people as I thought were getting this one right. Yes, those are two well-known species of mangrove, so we find them in a mangrove forest. I have to say, I'd not heard of this.
I'm impressed by that one. I thought that could have been tricky, but they obviously know about their Szechuan pepper.
Yeah, very good. Root beer, yeah, about 2/3 of people guessing that's sassafras. Those other options are Coca-Cola and dandelion and burdock. So someone's having fun writing these questions, we see. Sneezewort, yes, about 3/4 thinking sneezewort. About a quarter saying
Somebody going for fartwort.
someone went for fartwort. That would be brilliant. So about 3/4 of people think the bane is poisonous, which it is. Could have been sleep causing, could have been hallucinogenic, but no, poisonous is the correct answer. And I thought this one was very hard. Yeah, the correct answer is salicylic acid, which would be something like aspirin. But no, there's no salicylic acid in the sting of a stinging nettle.
So, ready to talk to a couple of the teams while they're ready, people sort of sort out the score. So we got York and Royal Holloway. How did you find that, guys?
Yeah, it was good. I think we put in a pretty confident first round.
It was good.
Yeah.
Enjoying.
Yeah, you think you did well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. And York, how did York get on? You going to be back in the final, you think, or are you finding them tougher this time?
We're all undergraduates.
Undergraduate, yeah, we're
not.
different teams, so.
So how do you think you did on that round?
Okay, we're warming up today.
Warming up, okay. Any questions you thought were particularly nasty?
The one about nettles, that got us.
That seemed to get everybody, didn't it?
Didn't see that coming.
Tricky. Is serotonin often in plants?
I don't. I think I'm probably responsible for writing that question, and I can't answer that.
Okay.
I think it just sort of lets you know what a nasty cocktail of things are in nettle stings. And there's no, and the aspirin would possibly sort of, you might be sort of think, well, if there's aspirin, it might deaden the pain rather than enhance it. So there's some logic that you could have sort of guessed it, but yeah, it doesn't look like many people guess the right answer on that one. Horrible question. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You can't be winning all the time. We are going.
Well, welcome Aberystwyth and Queen Mary. How did you find it?
Oh,
Yeah, Queen Mary with us for the first time, like Royal Holloway. So many of the students, of course, even from old teams, are entering for the first time.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. That was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feeling confident or are you feeling scared after those questions?
No. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah.
You ready? So you think you got them all right? Or do you
No,
no?
let's not
Good.
exaggerate here. But we got the right intuitions. We just didn't always follow them.
Okay, so hopefully your lucky pen will be better in the next round. What about Aberystwyth? How do you guys get on?
yeah. I mean, we had to guess a few, but it was all right. the nettle one was a bit tough, but
Which
we
one?
guessed it.
The
The
nettle
stinging
one. The nettle. It looks like everybody found the nettle question difficult, didn't it? Including the Chris asking the questions. So you all ready for the next round? Anything could come up in the next round.
Yeah, rearing to go.
Are we getting on with the scoreboard in Reading? Are we nearly ready to see how the teams are looking? Yeah, let's go and talk to some more of the teams. Right, we're going over to Ireland, so we're going to have Belfast, Queens, Belfast, and Nagolia again, Galway from the west coast. How are the Irish finding it this time?
Yeah, this is our first time doing it. It's been fun so far. We haven't got everything right, but
Just getting warmed up.
exactly.
It's getting warmed up. Good. You're enjoying it though. That's what matters. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good to
For
see
sure.
you all. How about the team from Belfast, Queens? Are they not turning the screen on? Are you with us, Queens? Or are you just?
I think
We
Queen.
just-
That was us.
Oh, that
Sorry.
was sorry. I'm
That was too
I'm
eager.
getting the teams muddled
We're all
up.
Irish,
Okay.
but we're not the same now.
Yeah. I'm not going there.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good first round. We're nice and warmed up, ready
Oh
to go.
yeah.
Yeah. Have any of you played before? Because we've had teams from Galway in the past. Or are you all first
No,
time?
no. We're all undergrads, so we're
You're
all
all
new.
undergrads. So it's great to see undergrad teams, and you're not finding them too horrendously scary.
Oh no,
not yet.
no.
And the puns are not too bad. I didn't think at the point of writing the sort of questions with fartwort and Bertwort that somebody was going to have to read these out. Sorry, Chris. Are we ready for the scores now? So can we have a drum roll for the scores?
Okay. Okay, welcome. I'm going to share my screen. There's 31 teams, and the usual scorer is not with us this time. So we've been working on this new, but we've got there. We have a scoreboard to share. If I can get just to keep the excitement going. This is the leaderboard for the first round.
Nobody had full
We
mark,
have
but
on
a
9
lot of
points,
nines.
Aberdeen, Kew, the Botanics, Edinburgh, Eden, Royal Holloway, University College Dublin, and Reading. And as John said earlier, I think, is it, John, how many teams are we looking to
We're going to lose, sadly,
go
we're gonna
through
lose the
today?
bottom 11.
I can't hear John, but I think it's all the way down here. So I think if teams with 4, you're in with a chance, or all teams are in with a chance. So this is the scoreboard for the first round. Any comments from John or Chris?
Can we just slowly pass over the scoreboard so that all the teams can see how they're doing? Although it's very early stages yet, so there's no point in sort of panicking and thinking it's all is
So
lost.
you want me to roll the whole way down, yeah?
Yeah, if you just roll so everybody can see where they are. So York, they are a team of first-time undergrads who were in the final last time down there. I suppose partly that's alphabetic, isn't it? But everything still to play for.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, lots of ties, lots of ties.
Yeah.
We've got 4 more rounds. Brilliant. Okay. Yes, I think so, yeah. Okay, so we'll leave it there for now because there is everything to play for. So keep your nerve, continue to have fun, and you know exactly how it works now, those of you who are new to this. So we get moving on to round 2. Thank you very much. I'll head back to Chris.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Any second now, we will start round 2. Round 2 is plant pot luck. So these questions could be anything plant related. I'm just waiting for the screen to change. Here we go. So moving on from the holding question, we start question 1. What is this that you see in the picture? Is that potatoes, Solanum tuberosum, originally from South America? Is that oca, Oxalis tuberosa, originally from South America? Is it Kalahari tuber, Kalahari tuber pfeilii, from the Kalahari Desert of Southern Africa? Is it white truffle, Tuber magnatum, from Southern Europe and the Balkans? Or is it cassava, Manihot esculenta, originally from South America? Ten seconds to go. Question 2. Which of the labeled structures in this diagram is an utricle or a utricle? Is it A, B, C, D, or E? Ten seconds. Question 3. This plant in the picture is Pulosella aurantiaca, fox and cubs, but where is its native range? Is it from North America, South Africa, East Asia, Southern and Central Europe, South America? Ten seconds to go. Question 4. Identify the tree bark. Is it oak, Quercus robur, axe, Fraxinus excelsior, beech, Fagus sylvatica, elder, Sambucus nigra, or holly, Ilex aquifolium? Ten seconds. Question 5. If a Pokemon is holding an Ochre berry, in what move type would it halve the damage received? Is it fire, water, rock, dark, or ice? Ten seconds. Question 6. Which of the following is not a type of cabbage? Savoy, greyhound, drumhead, slap, or red? Ten seconds. Question 7. Which of these plants is not found in the botanist gin? Angelica root, birch leaves, oak leaves, creeping thistle flowers, or bog myrtle leaves? Ten seconds. Question 8. In the Witcher 3 expansion Blood and Wine, what did Geralt need to pick protected by gloves and a mask? Was it poison ivy, Toxidendron radicans, nettles, Urtica dioica, the upas tree, Antiaris toxicaria, death caps, Amanita phalloides, or mandrake, Mandragora officinarum? Ten seconds. Question 9. In botanical terms, how should you describe the moustache in the picture? Is it obtuse, involute, flat, recurved, or revolute? 10 seconds. Question 10. Mosses are rarely cultivated in British gardens, but in which country have moss gardens been cultivated for centuries? Is it Nepal, Japan, Costa Rica, India, or Belize? It's the end of round 2.
Quite a varied lot of questions there. Hopefully you found some in there that you could answer, even if you couldn't answer the lot. How about you, Chris? How did you find those?
Well, questions on sedges, I'm all right with. Questions on Pokemon, I didn't have a clue what I was saying. So, I mean, that's the kind of range that I was working
I think I could put my hand up and confess that I didn't write the Pokemon questions. The computer games were written by an ex-Aberystwyth student who was actually at the first ever Botanical University Challenge back in 2016. So thank you, Deno, if you're watching. But I couldn't have answered those questions either. And I should also explain that Henry Ford, whose mustache that was, you might know him from being a terraxicologist, but is also somebody that's been involved in Botanical University Challenge in the past and was involved in asking the questions at Nottingham a few years ago.
Right.
I noticed that it took a lot of the teams a long time to answer the gin question. So it doesn't look like we've got gin drinkers amongst the botanists today.
Actually, to find a bottle and read the ingredients list.
Oh, there could have been that. Yeah, they might have had one to hand. Might not be helping with the other questions, though. I don't know if we've got other teams that can come on and tell us how they're finding things. Oh, we're going to go to the answers, and then we can speak to some of the teams. So let's see what the answers are.
Question 1, not many people getting this one right. That was Kalahari tuber from Southern Africa. Nobody thought it was a potato, which is good. Bit of sedge anatomy here. Yes, E is the utricle. A is stigma, B is anther, no one thought that. C is a gloom, and D is, I guess, the rachis. But yeah, the E is the correct answer here. Yeah, most people are getting that right. I think it helps here if you know that the subspecies we get is subspecies Carpatica, which gives you a hint that it might be from the Carpathians. So yeah, Southern and Central Europe is correct.
Well, they did well on that one. Most people identifying that one.
Reassuring that most people can identify an elder tree.
And most of them know more about Pokemon than me and you, Chris.
Absolutely, yes. Well done to everyone who knew that, I guess. Or a more even split here between greyhound and slap, but slap is the one that is not a cabbage. Greyhound is a cabbage. And the gin, they may have taken their time over it, John, but they mostly got it right.
Yeah, they got there. They found those bottles.
Oh.
Yeah, so not so.
There are only a few people noticing or recognizing that mandrake was the plant needed to pick in that game expansion. Henry Ford's moustache is involute, yes, rather than recurved. And yeah, I think everyone answered that one quite quickly, and I think it's because a lot of people know that in Japan they have moss gardens. Fantastic.
So it looked like a mixture of easy questions and hard ones there. Yeah, some that, like the last one, everybody got right, and others where the majority of people didn't. So we're going up north to Leeds and Sheffield to chat to the team from Leeds, and there's the Leeds team I see already.
Hi everyone. Hello. Hello.
So this is Leeds, isn't it? So how did the Leeds team find it?
That was really tricky.
We
It was so
struggled.
hard.
You struggled on that one.
Yeah.
So you're not gin drinkers then?
No, but we play Pokemon.
You play Pokemon, so you're all right with that one.
Yeah.
And the other computer game, I can't even remember what it was, not my
No,
question.
never played it.
No idea.
But you're finding it fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Sheffield, how about you? Another new team.
I think we did all right in that one. I've played The Witcher 3 through twice, so I was happy to answer that one.
And what about the slap cabbage one? Because it was interesting when I wrote that Jonathan had no idea that slap cabbage is a sort of it appears to be a northern term, and as a northern lad, I just assumed it was a term that everybody knew. Did you get the cabbage one?
I think we got that one. Yeah, we got slap cabbage.
Yeah, because I think majority of people went for greyhound cabbage on that one. I guess greyhound doesn't sound like an obvious term for a cabbage.
I would slap a good cabbage in the garden, though.
But you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great fun. Yeah.
Where were you on the scoreboard? I can't remember. You doing all right?
In the last round we were in joint third place. Yes.
Well, that's pretty good. Yeah. Well done.
Represent Sheffield.
You've got Harper and Anglia Ruskin to join us.
Hello.
Right, who's popping up first? That's Harper.
Hello.
Yeah. How was it for you?
It's difficult, yeah.
Yeah. So what questions did you find tough on that round then?
The gin one.
The gin one. Yeah, I say people took a long time, but most people seem to have got it right.
We were between birch leaves and oak leaves. Yeah.
Did you go the right way?
No.
No, oh dear. Sorry to hear that. Just that. Any other questions? How were you with the computer game ones? Are you gamers?
They didn't finish it.
Yeah,
finished
we've played it, but we've not finished the game.
So we managed to guess on the Pokemon one, but we didn't finish the Witcher game, so we had no idea.
Who'd have thought it was research for Botanical University Challenge, eh?
Yes.
So who's the other team that's up?
ARU.
Yeah. How was Anglia Ruskin finding it?
Not so bad, not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of some weird curveballs.
Ooh, we've got a bit of an echo going on there.
Yeah, I think we've just sorted that out.
Yeah. Okay, so any favourite questions? Any ones that you sort of knew straight away and thought, that's an easy one?
Maybe the Pokemon one, we were 50-50 between fire and water.
Uh-huh. Did you get it?
Yeah. No pointing fingers.
So you're feeling confident for the rest of the afternoon?
Yeah.
With a shout. You don't want to be in the bottom 11. You want to go through all this again next week?
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Right, we're going north of the border to Edinburgh, the two Edinburgh teams, before we get to see the scores again. So how are we doing in the Botanic Gardens and at the university there?
I think we're doing all right. Maybe not so good with some of the pop culture stuff, but okay otherwise.
Are you gin drinkers? Did you get that one?
Yeah, we did get it. Yeah.
Get that
Process of
one.
elimination.
Yeah. Did you take your time? Because I did notice a lot of people seem to be slow in answering that one.
We're thinking about the tannins that are produced by oaks.
Uh-huh.
Probably
I don't know why oaks are that different to birch, which is in it there. Why you go one? It's quite an odd mixture of things that are in there. It's quite a long list as well. But you think you're doing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and enjoying it. You're not regretting sort of joining. That's good to hear. So what about the people at the university? How are you getting on down the road?
We're getting on well. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're enjoying it.
Yes.
you're enjoying it, and you happy with how you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this round went well. I think it was good.
You had a
So
good round.
the thing about Madrake is that it screams. How on earth are gloves and a mask supposed to protect you?
I have no idea. I didn't write that question. It's nothing. I think Chris was the same. When it comes to computer games, wrong generation.
Yeah, I don't think the actual plant screams. I think that's just a bit of folklore. Yeah.
Right, so are we ready with the scores? Okay, another drum roll for the scores. See how we're all doing after the end of round two. The suspense. Oh, here
I'm
he is.
really good at suspense. I'll pretend I'm doing this on purpose rather than I'm inept. Right, let's see. Let's share. Bum, 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 bum. So this is the scoreboard after round one. Aberdeen at the top, and then Kew, Eden Project, Royal Holloway, University College Dublin, etc. down. And in fact, if we're looking, John, is it 20 teams that are going through?
We're just losing 11 of the 31. So yeah.
So actually that takes you down. I'm going to go slowly down now. That takes you all the way down to the sevens. And then there's a shed load of eights there. So if you do the maths and look at that, it could be that those eights are all tying at this stage, but there's plenty to go for. So let's just count down and then I'll take you all the way down. And if you have any comments, please say. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 down to Cambridge. 18, 19, 22, actually 20 is here. 21, if we're taking 21 through, all the eights would go through, but there are some more rounds to come. So we shall see. But very exciting. I'll take you from the top slowly down so you can all see. And then I'll share the link for the teams in the chat. So everything to play for, I would say, for sure. We've got nice performances from old friends and from new teams as well. So there we are. So with 3 more rounds, I think it's absolutely the case that there's a lot to play for. Okay.
I think either the questions are getting easier, which I don't think they are, or the teams are getting better. We're getting higher scores year on year.
Teams are fantastic.
We've
Okay,
got
I'm going to
some-
share that link with the teams and mute myself now. So there you go. This is the leaderboard after round 2.
Right, we're ready for. Still needing a team to sign up to the 3rd round.
Okay, so here we go with round 3. Round 3 is on genetics and evolution. We start with question 1. In what year was the CRISPR-Cas9 genome editing method first published for plants? Was it 2003, 2009, 2013, 2019, or 2023? 10 seconds to go. Question 2. Genes for which of these classes of molecule are never present in a chloroplast genome? Is it ATP synthases, cytochromes, histones, RNA polymerases, or transfer RNAs? Ten seconds. Question 3. What is the largest number of chromosomes in somatic cells so far reported for a plant? So is it 2n equals 80, 96, 188, 640, or 1,440? Ten seconds to go. Question 4. Which of these was the first commercially available GMO crop plant? Was it maize, soybean, rice, tomato, or potato? Ten seconds. Question 5. Which one of these important crop plants is diploid rather than polyploid? Is it Arabica Coffea arabica, barley, Hordeum vulgare, breadwheat, Pithecum aestivum, maize, Zea maize, or sugarcane, Saccharum officinarum? Ten seconds. Question 6. Which of these is considered to be the basal angiosperm, so the most primitive known living angiosperm? Is it Amborella trichopoda, Ostrobalia scandens, Cinnamonum verum, Ginkgo biloba, or Nymphea lotus? Question 7. In the genus Parkia, the inflorescence has evolved to have a lip in which nectar collects. What are the main pollinators attracted by this structure? Are they ants, bats, bees, hummingbirds, or wasps? Ten seconds. Question 8. According to Silvestro et al. 2021, when did angiosperms emerge? Is it the Carboniferous and Devonian, the Cretaceous, the Jurassic, the Ordovician, or the late Ordovician? Question 9. How many times is carnivory currently believed to have evolved independently in plants? Is it only once, 3 to 7 times, 8 to 10 times, 12 to 18 times, or more than 20 times? Six seconds to go. The majority of grasses, this is question 10, are wind pollinated, but which genus has evolved to be pollinated also by flies, gall midges, and bees? Is it Arundo, Festuca, Molinia, Ariana, or Zizania? Six seconds to go. There we go, and so ends round 3.
You're more than halfway through the quiz now. Very different set of questions there. I wasn't responsible for any of those. I'll say thanks to all the people involved in writing the questions later, but those were from Helen Owen. So yeah, I found some of those quite hard. I don't know about the teams. It'll be interesting to see how they think they've got on when we reveal the answers in a minute or two, as soon as they're ready and Jenny's ready with the technology ready, and we can go through and see what the questions were. What about you, Chris? Was that more comfortable for you, or were you still?
There were quite a few there that I'd have just had to guess at. I mean, things like the date for CRISPR. I mean, either you know it or you don't know it, and happily admit that I didn't know it.
Right, well, we're about to find out the answer to the CRISPR question. Teams knew it, well, most of them, but 47% the majority answer for the team.
Question 2, yeah, most people getting that histones are not found in chloroplasts. Very good. Question 3, a lot of people fooled into saying 640, which is indeed the highest for a flowering plant, but the highest in a plant is in an adder's tongue fern, and it's 1,440. Answer E.
Oh.
And again, most people not getting the right answer. The correct answer was tomato, the flavor savor tomato, but a lot of people thought maize. Another one that very few people got the right answer for. Yeah, barley, Hordeum vulgare, is diploid, and all the others are polyploid to some degree.
Looks like perhaps just one team got that right.
I think 2.
2.
Most people, though, correctly recognizing that Amborella trichopoda is indeed the basal living angiosperm. Very good.
You fell for the ginkgo in there, not being an angiosperm. But
And again, 58% getting the right answer. Yeah, a structure like that could only really attract bats. Oh, another difficult one. Only 13% getting that Jurassic is when, according to the recent analysis, angiosperms emerged.
Evenly split on this one.
Yeah. Nobody thought it was just once. Nobody thought it was more than 20 times, but beyond that, looks like it's mostly guesswork.
Final question, the grassy one.
Oh, well, Dr. M won't be happy at this, people not getting the grass question right. But the answer is Pariana, is pollinated by various insects.
So, what will that do for the scores? It'll be interesting after this round, because there's quite a broad spread of answers in some of those. Whether they've just averaged out over the lot, or whether we've got some teams that are pulling ahead, it will be interesting to see.
When's it just, yeah.
Yeah, be interesting to see what the teams thought as well after that. Yeah. So we're going to talk to Salford and Imperial, see what they thought of that round. Are they with us yet? There's Imperial. How did you find it, Imperial? Was that a tougher round?
I think it was harder than we imagined, actually, because I think since we study a lot of the more sort of genetic side of things, we thought it would be perhaps more up our alley, but actually there were some tricky questions there.
Different sort of genetics to what you would expect.
Different sort of, yeah, I suppose.
So how were you on the chromosome numbers, for example? Did you get that one right?
Oh, we didn't. I was gutted. I should have went with my gut feeling, but I thought 1,440 was a bit too much.
It does sound like a lot of chromosomes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What about Salford? How did they get on?
Just guesswork.
Just guesswork, surely not. You must have felt confident on some of those, if not all of them. No?
Just the bat one.
Just the bat one.
Just the bat one. Some of them I got right, which is amazing. But yeah, it is just a lot of blind work on my end.
Was that a tough round?
Yes.
Yeah. So not your area, you're not into sort of genetics.
No.
But how do you think you're doing overall?
I mean, I'm not first, but that's okay. I'm not last. That's also great. So I'm happy.
It's a great name, Van and Dandy. Yeah, I think that one's worth a vote.
Thank you.
Yeah. Down south to Reading and Kew. Where are they? This is Reading, so you shout, they'll be able to hear you in the driving room. How are you getting on today, Reading? Well, thank you.
Sorry, I think we missed a question.
Well, Q, you're on the screen at the moment. So what was your impression of that round?
I'm going to be real honest, not great. A lot of that information for us was stuff that we touched years ago. So coming into it now was a lot of brain scrubbing to get there. Though we did way better than I think we thought we were going to do. So
what about the grass question at the end that seemed to have people divided? Were you comfortable with that?
So one of our members, he actually has, what is it, Festuca tattooed on his arm. That's what he did his undergrad dissertation on. So he was really good help, and we ended up misclicking last second.
Ah, dear. It's a danger of leaving it to the last minute.
Yeah.
What about Reading with Dr. M's influence? Hopefully you didn't get the Poaceae question wrong.
No comment.
I wish I'd not embarrassed you now.
No, it's all good.
I'm sorry.
No, it's been going okay.
It was a hard question, that one. It really sort of, split the teams right across the board, didn't it, that one?
Absolutely. I think that round was, more of an average one. I think a best round so far has been the first one. And then, been doing sort of average through the next two. So, yeah, it's going okay.
Yeah, good to hear it. You're enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, always have a lot of fun.
Splendid. Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Cheers, folks. We're going to Dublin. We're going to Dublin next. So we're going to get University College Dublin and Trinity, are we? I don't know if they've picked up and have turned on their
Yeah,
cameras.
Trinity there waiting.
Trinity, yeah. How the Trinity team finding it? Hello? How are you doing?
Hello. You're doing okay? Yeah.
Yeah. How
Not
did you
too
find
bad.
that round? Are you more sort of whole plant people, or do you like genetics for a change?
It was kind of 50-50. We found the grass question pretty difficult. That was the only
Uh-huh. Yeah, everybody seems to be finding the sort of the grass question a sort of nasty one there at the end.
Yeah.
So but you're still feeling confident for the rest of the afternoon. You think you're doing all right?
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're having a good time anyway. So.
So what you wanted to turn up next without giving the game away? Let's have a quick look at the
I
notes.
think we're hoping for a bit of a ballot fantasy. Maybe some flags. Yeah.
Right, what about, I think it was UCD were meant to be sort of online. Yeah, I'm seeing them. How do the team from UCD? I think are you first timers?
No.
Oh, that's so loud. No, everyone on our team it's our first time competing, but it's not UCD's first time.
You've got a bit of an echo going on, but yeah, so you're all new to it, but UCD isn't, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you think you're doing UCD proud?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. We're having great crack here.
It's always good to hear some good Irish crack. Yeah, great to see you enjoying it. Well, what about the grass question at the end? Did you find that one sort of
The
as
barley
battling as
one?
everybody else?
The barley one?
Not the barley one, the grass. What the very last question about the non-wind pollinated grass?
Oh no, I think we got that one.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I think you were
Yeah.
probably in a minority because
We had
that
to
question
remember.
really seemed to split
Oh,
people.
Sorry. There we go. Okay, yeah, we got you back.
Like 5 people. What do I do about that?
Oh, we're having a bit of a technical difficulty.
Yeah, you got a bit of an echo, but that seems to have cleared up.
Oh, perfect. We've got a huge screen in front of us that we're watching you guys on, and then a small laptop here, so that's why the sound's a bit weird.
Right. Anyway, great to hear you, and good to know that you're having fun, and
Yeah,
that you got the
thanks so
grass
much.
question right. I think Jonathan will be pleased with that one.
I'm not sure I got it right, to be honest, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, I mean, do we want a leaderboard, or are we happy just to carry on?
No, we want to see the leaderboard. We want to see the scores.
Okay, just to remind. Okay, just to remind you, if you've got reserves, you can play them in a round, but there must be just 4 in a team at any one point playing. But if you've got reserves and they want to perhaps after the break come in, that's fine. Or indeed, of course, next week, because quite a few teams will be going through. So let me share my screen and show you where we are as we go into the break. Okay, drum roll. Okay, so here we have the leaderboard as after round 3 as we go into the short break. So Aberdeen have held their top position, I think, all the way through, and they're 2 points ahead now. We've got University College, who we just Dublin there, who we just heard feeling confident and quite rightly so on 20. Kew, strong 19. Royal Holloway and Sheffield, new teams on 19. Fantastic. Eden Always strong competitors on 18. Edge Hill, lovely to see Edge Hill and Reading actually, who are the two teams I think who've played every year since we started on 18. Oxford on 18, Plymouth 17, Edinburgh Botanics 16, Cambridge 16, and Galway 16. Lots of ties, as you can see. So if we go down 20 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17 down to Imperial. Well done, Imperial. 18, 19, 20, 21. So this is the cutoff point. But with all these ties, potentially quite a lot of teams going through to next week. But to remind you, after the break, the timer goes down to 20 seconds. The heat is turned up. Okay, and the botanical heat is turned up, but continue to enjoy, continue to making a lot of noise. I remember there was one team last year where I think they sent in the emergency services because all they could hear was lots of noise. And they thought something must be wrong, but they were just competing very loudly amongst themselves. Okay, so I'll just roll that all the way down slowly. If anyone has any comments, John or Chris, please do. I'm just going to roll this slowly down so you can see the whole thing. During the break, I'll try and share the link with the YouTube channel so you can all actually see the public scoreboard. So there we are. All respectable scores. Clearly, some a little higher up than others, but 2 rounds to go. I will, heavens, what's happened there? I will stop sharing immediately.
Could have been worse.
Absolutely could have been worse, but it wasn't. Well, it was pretty bad, I thought. Okay, lovely. So without further ado, I think we go now into our 15-minute break. I think we're well up to time, which is excellent. So I suggest we restart. Let me just look at my schedule. Yeah, we were going to start at 4:45. We'll do that. We'll resume at 4:45. So take a well-earned break, do whatever you have to do, and we'll see you back here at 4:45. Thank you, all the teams, all our audience, John and Chris, and our tech team here, Jonathan and Jenny. And indeed, Alistair, my colleague. The scoring with all this number of teams is a bit nail-biting because we absolutely need to make sure we get it right. So anyway, see you in a bit.
Welcome back, everybody, to Botanical University Challenge 2025. We've got 2 remaining rounds, and I think we're just about ready to go. So I'm going to hand you over to Chris.
Thank you, John. So yeah, round 4 is, and as soon as the screen moves on, we'll start with question 1. This Brazilian fruit produces a seed which is familiar in Europe. What is this tropical crop? Is it coffee, tonka bean, pistachio, cashew, or Brazil nut? Ten seconds to go. Question 2. This is a hummingbird pollinated tropical legume. What is the technical term for bird pollination? Is it ornithophily, chiropterophily, entomophily, psychophily, or hymenophily? Ten seconds. Question 3. This is an unusual member of a large tropical genus with alternate compound leaves and stipules. What is the genus? Is it Eugenia in Myrtaceae, Vitex in Vitaceae, Aralia in Araliaceae, Ficus in Moraceae, or Camecrista in Fabaceae? Ten seconds. Question 4. These savanna plants are pyrophytes. A pyrophyte tolerates what environmental stress? Is it abrasion, fire, grazing, iron, or wind? Ten seconds. Question 5. This tropical holoparasite genus is in the same family as the avocado. What is the family? Is it Lauraceae, Musaceae, Cucurbitaceae, Solanaceae, or Rosaceae? Ten seconds. Question 6. This fist-sized flower is from a large genus with species that have specialized interactions with insects. What is the genus? Is it Cypripedium, Nepenthes, Aristolochia, Acacia, or Passiflora? Ten seconds. Question 7. This football-sized structure was produced by a 5-meter tall Brazilian tree. What is the family? Is it Caprifoliaceae, Adoxaceae, Proteaceae, Asteraceae, or Myrtaceae? Ten seconds. Question 8. This plant is named after the leader of an 18th century French naval expedition. What is the genus? Bougainvillea, Adansonia, Barycia, Commersonia, or Aubrietia? 10 seconds. Question 9. These flowers and fruit belong to an endemic Macaronesian tree species. It is part of a large genus, but what is the genus? Is it Acer, Keratonia, Citrus, Ficus, or Ilex? Seven seconds. And question 10. This genus is a member of a large temperate family and was in the world's first taxonomic monograph published in 1672. What is the family? Is it Caryophyllaceae, Asteraceae, Apiaceae, Apocynaceae, or Araliaceae? Eight seconds to go. That's the end of round 4.
I noticed we were getting only 30 teams submitting answers for a lot of those questions. So I hope we've not got technical problems with one of the teams, or one of the teams has disappeared. But
I'll just clip in there. Yeah, unfortunately, we lost Oxford Brookes. They had technical issues, and so they've had to withdraw. But they will, I've assured them, they will be still obviously invited to the festival. So yeah, that explains the numbers.
yeah, thank you. Quite a varied mixture of questions there. Some I thought were relatively easy, and others I thought were trickier. You could possibly spotted the name on the photo. So those questions were written by Stephen Harris from the Oxford University Botanic Gardens. Quite a different set of plants, those from right around the world. So pulling on different sets of expertise from what we've had before. Are we ready to have a look at the answers yet?
Let's do that. The first question, what is this? Okay. This tropical crop, it is a funny looking thing, but that is indeed what a cashew nut looks like when it's growing on the tree. So the nut is the bit on the left, and the red bit is discarded.
Or eaten, or occasionally turned into wine. So they make cashew wine in the Caribbean from fermenting the red bit. Sometimes it ripens to a sort of an apricot colour. What you do need to know, if you've never come across one of these, is don't make the same mistake that I do and try and crack the nut with your teeth, because the shell is full of a really nasty, acrid sort of compound that will instantly blister your lips and cause burning. So it's a very unpleasant sensation. It also means that shelling cashew nuts is quite a tricky process, so not to contaminate the nut, which is one of the reasons that they're so expensive. The shelling process is difficult. But most of them got that, which is good to see.
Question 2, about the hummingbird pollinated legume. Yeah, and most people correctly spotting that ornithophily, that's the Greek root ornithos for bird. There's so much in botany you can work out if you know a little bit of Greek or Latin or both.
There's a bird pollinating it. Look. It was a nasty trick to put that on there, but it didn't fool anybody.
Yes, I thought this one was hard, and I could see people taking their time over answering this. The correct answer is that it's in the Fabaceae, the pea and bean family, but there were several plausible answers among those. So it's not a genus that I know. John, do you know anything
No,
about?
it's not one I'm familiar with. The leaves are somewhat sort of pea-like, aren't they? So you could possibly have an educated guess at that. But yeah, you're right. And it could quite easily have been some of the others. Yeah, that's what I expected. The answers came in really quickly for this one. It's like, yeah, we know this one. Just let everybody get in that. I really quite like the idea of a parasitic avocado. And yeah, the majority of people getting that right. You might never look at an avocado again, thinking they might be parasitic, although it's not, obviously not that species.
Yes, I thought this might trick people.
It did,
Those
didn't it?
those structures do look like the traps on the end of Nepenthes leaves, the pitcher plant leaves, but those are flowers of birthwort. So Aristolochia is the correct answer.
Yeah, that one I thought was still a reasonable chance of working it out, and the vast majority of people have correctly identified the family there.
Yeah, you don't need to know what any 5 meter tall Brazilian trees. You can just see that that looks like a cardoon, so it's Asteraceae. Wow.
Again,
That's
yeah.
very, very impressive. There are several good Frenchmen hiding in those names, but most people are plumping for the right answer, which is Bougainvillea.
I think that's appeared in a few questions in book over the years, usually trying to lure people into think it came from Bougainville, which of course it doesn't.
This is surprising. So this is an endemic tree species from Micronesia, and a lot of people placing it in the wrong genus. To my eye, that couldn't look more like holly flowers if it tried, but obviously it fools some people. That is Ilex.
And the berries are quite holly-like, and the leaves
Yeah.
are not too dissimilar, but we got quite a spread of marks there. Perhaps they thought it was a trait rather than, yeah. But nobody went for Acer.
Finally, yes. Apiaceae, or umbelliferae, as Robert Morrison called it in his monograph. Yeah, it's a very distinctive family, and most people recognized it.
So
Not
look
sure I could
like we
recognize
have,
the genus, but
yeah, some good scores potentially from this round. So I think there's a lot of number crunchy going on in Reading when they sort of collate the information from Socrates and put it into the scoreboard. In the meantime, we're going to have Oxford and Cambridge. So the winners from the last 2 years, see if they think they're going to be in with a shout of picking the trophy up again this time. Cambridge, I see you there. How are you getting on?
We're doing all right. Yeah, some of the questions are a bit unexpected, I think.
No, you don't think you can predict the questions in book?
No, not all.
So how was that round for you? Is that a more
Um,
comfortable one, or you're more at ease with the genetics?
In the middle.
In the
It's quite
mid-
average.
In the middle.
Yeah,
But you're enjoying it, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. So do you find any particular sort of section of questions easier than the others? What you're looking for in the final round?
Well, we really liked the evolution and genetics section. We thought we'd do quite good on that, but then actually some of the questions were really hard. So maybe more of that would be nice.
Okay. Well, I'm not giving the game away just yet. Can we go over to Oxford and see how that team's getting on? There they are.
Hi.
How are you doing? How are you finding it?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. What was that round like for you?
We liked
That was
it.
that was
Yeah,
yeah, that
we
was a
liked
nice
it.
round.
That was a good one, was it? Yeah, you got most of them right because yeah, obviously lots of teams didn't get all of them right, guessing by the spread of marks. Yeah.
A few like tricky ones and like multiple questions where one of us said one thing and that ended up being the correct answer. But I mean that's expected to happen.
That's the nature of having teams. If you've got 5 people in the room and 5 options, you can all have your own, can't you? But yeah, you've only got Oxford people to blame for that round. So that round of questions originated in the Botanic Gardens in Oxford.
Oh.
They were all Steve Harris questions, though.
Nice, nice.
The next time you see him, you can sort of say, yeah, they were good questions, or didn't like that one. Right. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
See ya. Bye-bye.
We've got Edge Hill ready and Eden, two teams that have played many times at Buck in the past. And
Oh,
who we got? That's the Edge Hill lot, isn't it? Yeah. How are you finding it today?
yeah,
Not
good,
too bad, yeah.
good,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we're quite surprised with well, not surprised, that puts us down a little bit, but we're quite happy with how well we've been doing so
Uh-huh.
far. So yeah.
Good stuff. I can't remember too many Sedge questions. You want
Just
still want
one.
to-
Just one.
Yeah. And who else have we got? Eden. The Eden team with us.
Sorry. Yeah, we're here.
Yeah. How you look finding it?
Yeah,
We're feeling good over here.
yeah, really
Yeah.
not bad.
We're enjoying it. We've
You
got.
seem to be reasonably well in the scoreboard. You're sort of confident that you're going to go through to next week.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a high. We're really enjoying it. I think
What are you looking for in the final round?
Random knowledge that nobody else feels the need to have.
Things that grow in the gardens at Eden. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's our way in. Anyway, we're loving it.
Yeah.
Good. Great to hear. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon and good luck. Oh, we're ready for the score. Let's see how we got on.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we can take you to the scoreboard at the end of round 4. I have to say that was a very high scoring round. So thanks to Stephen Harris from the from Oxford Botanic Garden. Let's share. I'm just hearing the delay. Okay, so this is the scoreboard. Aberdeen have consolidated their position at the top of the leaderboard at 32. Royal Holloway, University College Dublin behind 28. Kew, Eden, Plymouth. So Eden, we heard earlier, rightly confident, 27, 26s. So I'll take you down it in a moment, but if we think of we're looking to get 21 through to next week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 down to Belfast, 18, 19, 20, 21. So the number of ties has declined. We just have these two at the bottom, tying at the bottom, but notice hot on the heels here. So there's literally everything to play for. We've lost Oxford Brookes, so that understandable score there. But there we have the entire leaderboard. I'll just go down it again. And we've got 10 points in round 5. There literally is a lot, if not everything, to play for. So let's just go down this one here.
And there's always some really impressive scores, some really impressive botanical knowledge spread right across the country there, isn't there?
So there we go, all the way down. Really respectable scores across the board because we've got a whole range of teams here, different expertise, and a lot of first-timers doing really well as old friends. So it's fantastic.
Royal Holloway up in number 2, aren't
So
they?
that is the leaderboard after round 4. Just one round more to go. I think we're waiting for a few teams to come through. So any comments, John or Chris, at this stage, and then we'll move into the final round.
I'm just sort of so impressed by their ability to score so highly on. I mean, there are some easy questions in there that everybody's getting, but there's some real stinkers in there as well. So to scoring that highly across such a wide range of botanical knowledge is impressive. I don't know if people are sort of playing this at home and sort of filling out their own scores, but I'd be really impressed if you're doing that and getting scores up above 30 like Aberdeen. Well done, Aberdeen. How are we doing? Are we ready for the final round? Excellent. We're getting lots of support on YouTube for, I guess everybody's families are watching to see how you're getting on. No pressure, but your granny's watching.
So Jonathan, please start the share and check share. So I'm happy with it.
Lovely. In that case, I'll start on round 5. Round 5 is on plant ID and animal interactions. So the first question's very simple. Identify the plant. Is that Lotus corniculatus, bird's-foot trefoil, Trifolium pratense, red clover, Trifolium medium, zigzag clover, Trifolium arvense, hare's foot clover, or Trifolium dubium, lesser trefoil? Ten seconds. Question 2, identify this plant. Is it Rhinanthus minor, yellow rattle, Euphrasia officinalis, eyebright, Pedicularis palustris, marsh lousewort, Blackstonia perfoliata, yellow wort, or Lamium galeopdilon, yellow archangel? Ten seconds. Question 3, identify this plant. Is it Stachys sylvatica, hedge woundwort, Scilla verna, spring squill, Ajuga reptans, bugle, Ajuga pyramidalis, pyramidal bugle, or Veronica spicata, spiked speedwell? Ten seconds. Question 4, identify this plant. Is it Convolvulus arvensis, field bindweed, Calistegia soldanella, sea bindweed, Polygonum aviculare, common knotgrass, Calistegia sepium, hedge bindweed, or Ipomea nil, morning glory? Ten seconds. Question 5, identify this plant. Is it Blightum bonus henricus, good King Henry, Chenopodium album, goosefoot, Spinacia oleracea, spinach, Rumex obtusifolius, broad-leaved dock, or Beta vulgaris, sea beet? Six seconds to go. Question 6. The traveler's palm, Ravenala madagascariensis, is pollinated and its seeds are dispersed by ruffed lemurs. What color are its seeds? Are they blue, red, white, green, or black? Ten seconds. Question 7. Which of the following plants do not produce red berries dispersed by birds? Is it cowberry, Vaccinium viticidea, black bryony, Dioscorea communis, white bryony, Bryonia alba, crowberry, Empetrum nigrum, or hawthorn, Crataegus monogyna? Ten seconds. Question 8. The bullhorn acacia, Vachellia cornigera, native to Mexico and Central America, is known for its symbiotic relationship with what animals? Is it bulls, monkeys, bats, cicadas, or ants? Ten seconds. Question 9. What is the food plant of the cinnabar moth? Is it bird's foot trefoil, Lotus corniculatus, ragwort, Jacobea vulgaris, bittersweet, Solanum dulcamara, enchanter's nightshade, Cesea lutetiana, or self-heal, Prunella vulgaris? Ten seconds. And question 10. The flowers of the cup and saucer vine, Covea scandens, are bat pollinated. What colors do their flowers change as they age? Is it green to white, green to black, purple to green, green to purple, or white to black? Ten seconds. And that's the end of the quiz.
Guessing you found that round quite easy there, Chris.
Yeah, that one played into my wheelhouse. That one seemed easy to me, but who knows what the
Who
teams will
knows?
play.
I was hoping that there wasn't an unintentional bias towards the Aberystwyth team, so an awful lot of those plants were photographed around Aberystwyth. That might just embarrass them if they didn't do very well on that round, if they're all plants that grow locally around Aberystwyth. So we're ready for see what the answers are.
Just wait for it to unload.
Just waiting for the answers to come through. So this plant, yeah, most teams getting this one right. It is indeed Trifolium arvense, hare's foot clover. Very attractive plant. Question 2. Again, most people getting this one right. Yellow rattle. A few tricked into thinking it was yellow archangel, but most people getting that one right. More of a split on this one, and quite a range of possible answers. So 40% getting it correct, that it is indeed Ajuga reptans bugle. Pyramidal bugle is similar, but much rarer and doesn't grow around Aberystwyth. So if you knew where the photograph was taken, that would have helped. But Silaverna, for instance, is a very different plant. This one, yes, sea bindweed. I think there might even, is that a sedge in that picture? Just to get a second sedge for the quiz?
I think you might be pushing it. I think that's in the sand dunes.
Yeah, I thought there might be some character.
Yeah, there could be, but I don't think there is.
Oh, that's a shame. More sedges next year, please.
Yeah.
This one again, yes.
Another
Just
one.
about a majority getting sea beat correct. Bit of a lottery here. The color of the seeds of the traveler's palm.
It's a species that turns up an awful lot in book questions. We've had it many years in some shape or form, questions about the traveler's palm. But I don't think we've had a seed question before, but perhaps we have. I fancy not going for a photo of the plant.
Yeah, and just about half of teams getting this one correct. The ones whose red berries are not dispersed by birds is the crowberry, the only one named after a bird.
Ooh, good
Yeah,
one for that. Yeah, everybody knows that story just about.
Fantastic. I'm very glad everybody knows that the food plant of the cinnabar moth larvae is indeed ragwort.
It'd be embarrassing for the Oxford teams to get a ragwort question wrong, wouldn't it?
The cuff and saucer vine.
Yeah, that's quite pleasant to
pollinated.
see. Yeah, they either worked it out or they know the plant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think some of the teams, probably many of the teams, found some of those as easy as you did, Chris, looking
That's
by
right.
the fact that just about everybody got many of those right. And then there were just a few that sort of spread that. I thought the berry question, that actually did sort of spread them reasonably, but the colours in the common names was a little bit unhelpful there, wasn't it? Black briny and white briny and
Yeah, and one of them's also called red bryony, and I can never remember which.
so we're going to talk to Aberdeen, who are up in the lead at the moment. So hopefully you've been enjoying your afternoon, sort of being top of the leaderboard. How are you
Yeah, it's
finding
been
it?
great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's been really funny. The things that we've gotten wrong, at least someone at the table had the right answer. We were just arguing.
So these arguments going to continue for the rest of the day.
Maybe. Like someone's gonna like take this to the grave of like, if only you had listened to me, we would have got that one extra point. But it's okay. It's been very fun.
You're still out in the lead, and you don't think you're going to slip in that final round.
I don't think so, no. What do you guys think?
You had a good round.
Should be okay. Yeah. Fingers crossed. We can handle it.
Right, Dundee, the jury and people.
Hello.
Hey,
There is another person, but they're out of shot for some reason. Come here. There he is.
So how was that round for you? You've not got a jury in the room as a mascot, have you? Please tell me.
Oh,
that.
I think that would be a bit off-putting. Might taste nice though.
Yeah, how was the round?
That was very hard, that one. But I think our expertise doesn't lie in plant ID, but I think what was our good round? I think
The first one was.
we like the first
Yeah.
round.
Been downhill since the first one.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah. But there was ecology in there as well as just plant ID. Out of the interactions with animals, how did you get on with the second half?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was educated guesswork, but it was no, those we've got a lot of different ranges of expertise, I think, but we've really enjoyed it.
Good, that's good to hear. Right, hopefully we're going to see you again next week. Yeah, thanks for taking part. Cheers. Moving south from the north of Scotland to Bristol and Nottingham. How we've been getting on.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's that? That's the Bristol team again. Yeah. How was that round for you? Relatively easy one?
Yeah. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, you did all right on that one. Yeah.
so.
Plant ID's one of your things, or plant
For some
ID
of our
interaction?
members.
Yeah, some of your members found those. They weren't too bad. Hopefully there'll be a lot of high scores from that round, I think.
Hopefully, yeah.
So you're in the mix for next week? You're the scoreboard, or you needing?
We're on the edge.
You're on the edge. Ooh.
Let's hope.
We've missed a couple of timers So
Yeah, I'm not very good at clicking the button.
Oh yeah, I've been sort of watching that and think a number of times a few teams have just failed to get that answer in time. And I've just imagined all these arguments going on around the country. Right? No, it's that. No, it's that. No, it's too late.
we got caught out by the 20-second, the change from 30
It takes you
seconds. to
20 seconds. So yeah, it's mean for those last two rounds. 20 seconds is very quick, isn't it? So who's the other team that we've got online at the moment? Nottingham. Have we got Nottingham there? No.
Hi.
Oh, there they are. There's a Nottingham team. Another team with plants in the room. How are you getting on with now it's all over?
Yeah.
Surprisingly well. We think we've held on. We might just about make it to the next round.
You made the cut. You're about there or thereabouts. There's a lot of nail biting going on.
Yeah,
I
just
have
on
no
the
idea
nothing certain.
because all the number crunching has been done down in Reading. So and they're still all offline. So we're ready for the big reveal any time now. But you've enjoyed it, whatever the outcome.
I wouldn't mind a little bit longer because I'm just.
Yeah. Well, we got just a flash of Jonathan there on the screen. Are we ready for the scores?
We want to double check as it's the absolute end. So I'm afraid we have to leave you a little bit in suspense.
I'm just going to check.
It's coming very soon. It's coming very soon.
I was just going to point out to all the teams that whether they get through this afternoon or not, they're all invited to the Botany Student Festival in Cambridge in August, and there's many faces that we recognise from last year's student festival. So I'm sure all of you know what a fun event it is, and will encourage everybody else to sort of make the effort to travel to Cambridge in August for the finals. It's not just the opportunity to watch the final. There are lots of useful, interesting, and helpful activities that will be on offer when we get to Cambridge in August. You're looking very puzzled, Jonathan.
No, I'm never sure if I'm muted or not, but I'm not muted at the moment. No, we're doing a double check. I think the teams would expect that, and it was a high scoring round, that last one, but it was a bit of a clincher. There was quite a lot of high scores, and there were a few lower, and that could be what's going to make the difference.
So a few
when
change
we
of position, people zooming up and down the
near the bottom, not so much zooming because it's just the one round, but certainly moving around the level.
Zooming at the top.
Oh, zooming at the top as well.
Ooh, does that mean that we've not got Aberdeen in first place? And they were so confident to that last round.
No, we're not saying that.
You're not giving it away.
Nope, we're not giving it away. But it's certainly a salutary lesson doing the scoring, I have to say. Our colleague Seb Stroud has done it for a few years on his own. There's no way I could have done this on my own. So it's been great having Alistair here with his knowledge of Excel, sorting it all out. Because it comes to us in an Excel file from Jenny, and then we have to manually do the leaderboard and then double check.
So the cut-off point is when?
21 teams, is that right?
20 teams going through.
20 teams going
Which
through.
are the teams on the board?
Okay, I better have a look now.
So we're going to the south coast with Portsmouth and Southampton for the last two teams to tell us how they've been getting on before. Who's this? This is Portsmouth. Yeah, you're still smiling at the end of the afternoon.
Just about.
Yeah, still alive.
Was that round okay?
Yeah. So.
Our best one was the round before.
Better than the round before.
No, the one before was better than that one.
So you're good on world plants, but not so good on your local flora.
Yeah, so. I think the first half of that last round was okay, but the last half not so much.
Okay. So you don't know what colour lemurs prefer, but you do now. They're not only blue, those seeds. Those seeds are really intensely bright blue. Once you've seen them, you'd never forget what colour the seeds of the traveller's palm are.
Wow. Well, if only we'd seen them before.
You're gonna have to Google them and see what they look like now. The other amazing thing about that story is if you look up the natural distribution of the plant, it's actually widely grown as an ornamental in the tropics, but its natural distribution and the natural distribution of the lemur are virtually identical.
Oh,
They are
wow.
so
That's
dependent
so
on
cool.
each other that you don't get one without the other, both on the east coast of Madagascar, I think it is.
Amazing.
Right, so that's
Yeah.
Portsmouth. Can we go over to Southampton? The very last team before, because Jonathan's sort of looking like he might have the scores ready for us. Southampton, how did you find it?
Oh, we found it really easy. It was a lot of fun to participate in.
It's good to see you still smiling at the end of the afternoon. But, that was a mixed round. I mean, there were lots of questions where everybody, or just about everybody, seemed to get it right, and then just a few that really split everybody across the board. So, yeah, I for one can't wait to see the leaderboard and see who's going through to next week.
Shall we
But
do it
great to see-
then?
You ready?
Yeah, I have to say, you know, it really is at the lower end. It's very, very fine. It's literally a few points in it, but you know that's the way we're taking 20 teams through, and we have 20 teams going through. I think we may even have a tie. So let's go and have a look. Okay, there we have it. So whoops, hang on. Oh, that's the big reveal. Yes, so we have Aberdeen robustly at the top, Plymouth, Eden, Royal Holloway, University College Dublin, Reading, University of Oxford, comfortably in the top. The cut-off point, I have to say, is 27 points. So if you have 27 points on this score, you're in next week. I'm sorry, we've double checked this, University of Edinburgh. You're simply just 1 point away. So you've done really well. A couple of points, Southampton, we just heard from you. York, Anglia Ruskin, Leeds, Salford. You're not quite there for next week. Imperial.
22 teams will go through.
So 22 teams, the top 22 teams here will go through from Aberdeen there down to Trinity College Dublin there. So I hope you can see that. Really fantastic competition and absolutely respectable scores across the board. We lost Oxford Brook, so they didn't have the last rounds in there. But all very respectable scores. And look at that, there's basically 7 points in it. So, you know, it was very, very close. You've all done amazingly well. And you will all be invited to the festival in Cambridge in August, 20 to 22 August. And those 21 teams, did you say, Alistair?
22.
22 teams from Aberdeen there down to Trinity Dublin will be with us next week for the second round, in which we will be taking, John, how many teams through?
Well, we need to get down to 8 for the final, so we're probably going to be losing 13 teams next week, aren't we?
Yeah, so it'll be a bit
Again,
tougher.
if we've got ties, then we'll carry those over that are tying.
Yeah. So there we are. I hope you can see that and have had a fun day. It's been nail biting, both listening and to the questions, but also working on the scoreboard with Alistair. So I think at that stage we're really at the. I don't know if there's any more to be said, but we have a vote of thanks to do, and to look forward to seeing you next week. Anything more to add before I go on to the thank you slides?
I would say not only we want to see the teams that have got through next week, but hopefully the teams who've been knocked out will be online watching and trying to answer the questions as well, because there's always next year to enter and the more chance you get to practice. So let's hopefully see you all next week.
Absolutely. I want to mention that the lowest scoring round overall was round 3 and the highest scoring round overall was round 4.
Yep, the lowest scoring round overall was the round 3. So it wasn't the last couple of rounds necessarily that made the difference. And the highest scoring was
round 4.
Round 4, second to last round, the Stephen Harris round. So lovely questions, though. I mean, really, really lovely to hear it and to hear the discussion around it, and also to have the teams coming on to give their reactions. So it's been a fantastic day, as always. Absolutely brilliant. Commiserations to those who didn't quite get through, and it's literally didn't quite get through. Just a few points in. Congratulations to the 22 teams that will be with us next week. I'll stop sharing this and I'll move over to some thank you slides. Here we are. Yes, so John, I'm happy for you to chip in as and when, but I certainly want to thank our wonderful planning team. I noticed that I haven't got Stephen Harris on here as part of the question team. The faces at the top here, Meryl, John, Helen and Nigel, and Stephen Harris are our question setting team. So thanks very much to them. Alistair, Seb, Hannah, Jonathan, we have to give a shout out particularly to Jonathan this week, because Hannah has her PhD viva and Seb is busy in Leeds because he's having to take over work from colleagues who are overseas. So Jonathan has really been showing his skills working on the YouTube and bringing the students and teams in and out. So thank you so much for Jonathan. Also a big shout out to Jenny. Round of applause, in fact, for Jenny, because she's an undergraduate archaeology student here at Reading, and she's come in at very short notice to drive the Socrative software and has done it amazingly skillfully and with great calmness. I'm not the calmest of individuals, but to have Jenny and Jonathan working away in the room here with Alistair, my colleague, it's great because they keep the atmosphere lovely and calm. So thanks so much, Jenny. Lauren, who spearheaded the Oxford Festival and Botanical University Challenge last year, has joined the planning team. We're delighted that she's still with us and continuing to work with us on fundraising and the like. And Rafi Hull is our Cambridge contact for the Cambridge Festival. She's based at the Botanic Garden in Cambridge, and she is spearheading the wonderful festival that will be coming up in August. We have a lot of the faces on this on the screen here are co-authors on the paper that I mentioned. So thanks to them, and do check that paper out in Plants People Planet. So yeah, I don't know if you've got anything to add, John, but it's a wonderful team to work with, and it produces amazing product that we've seen today and that we'll see for the next couple of weeks and in August.
Oh, and the obvious person to thank for the afternoon is Chris for his wonderful chairing and the extra gems that he's thrown in along the way.
Welcome. It's been a lot of fun. It's been great.
It's fantastic, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. Another calm face and lovely, interesting discussions. I really enjoyed that. As I was busy with the scoring, it was nice to hear you and John and the students talking. So thanks so much for that. It was brilliant. Yeah, maybe hopefully we can see you at the festival also in Cambridge. We'll hopefully you can make that. I want to remind you, as I've been sitting here, I've been having responses pinging through. I'm not going to reveal anything at this stage, but the team name competition is open for the rest of the month, for the rest of the sessions. Please follow the QR code and make your choices on our lovely team names. You can follow Botanical University Challenge online. We've got a website, botanicaluniversitychallenge.co.uk. We're on YouTube. You'll be watching us on YouTube. And thanks actually to our lovely audience online. We've been looking at the comments, and of course the YouTube video will be up now forever. So we find quite a lot of people follow it after the event because it is a work day today. But it's nice to have the live audience online, or the online audience that we've had today. We're on X, we're on Blue Sky, we're on Instagram, and we're just starting on TikTok. I'm not sure. We've got a Botanical University Challenge alumnus, Izzy, from Southampton who's working on TikTok. I'm not sure if anything's gone live yet, but that's something that we want to develop. Plants and Botanical University Challenge are very amenable to short video clips, serious and fun. So we're looking to develop the buck talk, I like to call it, in the future. And I think all I have to say, and happy for others to chip in. Maybe Chris, you'd like to say a few final words, but we're going to see you next week for round 2. So same time next week. Fewer teams will be there, but a magnificent 22 teams. And as John said, I hope the other teams can play along, cheer along as well.
Yeah, I think the only thing I've got to add is to congratulate those teams that went through, commiserate with those ones that didn't. I'll certainly be playing along next week, and I hope everyone else does as well. It's been a fantastic experience joining in, and yeah, good luck to everyone going forward. That's brilliant. And I have to say, one of the sort of reactions we had to the earlier online Botanical University Challenge was that it sometimes was a bit long. Today, I think we've kept very well to time. I'm seeing it's 25 to 5, so I think we've kept very much to time. Thank you all for that. And thanks again, our audience, our wonderful teams, our chair, the planning team,